Again tonight, winning
for Boston, they've got to be thrilled with the way this season, and definitely a confidence booster.
Early, they were going to be able to compete with the big fellas, and they've done.
Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Pekovic, and it's Green in at the power forward. Here's puts it up from 7, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot. Lopez is checked in.
Robin Lopez.
26 seconds left in the first. Curry dishes to Green. Pekovic with a screen. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Thompson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Thomas against Thompson. And Thomas, here we go. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Los Angeles leads by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
Los Angeles on D. It's a 3-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Boston, Jay Crowder out there with Mickey. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Smart, and it's Thomas in at the point guard. Here's Smart following the basket by Stephen Curry. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Can't get it to go. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed them. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
I like to see them create more points in the paint. The problem nowadays is that defenses can sag in, take away angles for entry passes, quickly double. So you got to be creative. Inside screens, back cuts, drive and dish. You need to do whatever it takes to get the guy open.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Let's take them back.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below.
last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Utah.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Yeah, it's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the three.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. They've got Iguodala. Bekovic is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Curry. And it's Thompson into the 2 spot. Now here's Crowder after the miss from Stephen Curry. Passes it to Olynyk. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Smart misses.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
The third quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles leads by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
I gotta hold down the city.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. We've got Isaiah Thomas, Terrence Jones out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Smart, and it's Aldridge in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
Celtics call timeout.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. The message, stick with it. He said the game is right there, fellas, right there for the taking. But we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
Thanks, Doris. Here are the Celtics with the ball, trailing by 5. Stolen by Thompson. Oh, and here comes Iguodala all alone. And that one's good. Iguodala's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Los Angeles. Here's Thomas. At the elbow, Jones. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Azili's checked in. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul at the line for the Celtics. Klay Thompson at the line for 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So neither attempt will fall that time frame.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Shooting for Boston, Clay
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he's able to go up and knock those down.
Here's Zeller. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Here's Clark, defended by Young. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll do it, folks.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of Klay Thompson. Shaq, what'd you think?
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
He wasn't just a big part of their offense tonight. He was their offense. If you score like that and that frequency, some people will say you're selfish. But if you score like that and you win, they call you a hero.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille.
Hey, boy, I'm on the land till I die, till I die, on the east side till I die.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, I mean thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, they are really playing at a high level right now, going 8-1 over the last 9 games. And we've seen the last few seasons the rise of the three-pointer in the NBA. Consequently, 3-and-D players who can defend and spread the floor, much coveted. Shaq, who comes to mind for you?
You think of players like Jimmy Butler, Courtney Lee, and Kawhi Leonard. You know, hitting the three gives them a foothold offensively. But, you know, I just like the way.
Let's take them back.
From Brooklyn, New York, and the home of the Nets, we're broadcasting live from Barclays Center. Last outing for Brooklyn, they won that game against the Knicks in New York.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Festus Ezeli. Steph Curry's out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Green, and it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot. Both free throws good from Green. And the Nets with possession here. Now Sessions. Inside. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Sessions.
I like that, getting their offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Yeah, high percentage shot, and the more points you can get inside, I think.
Following the miss by Draymond Green. And Sessions kicks to Robinson. Lopez a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's Iguodala. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Tie game in Brooklyn. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
Here's Sessions taking a look at Los Angeles. Curry is out there with Thompson. Then there's Pekovic. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Green in at the 4 spot. And Sessions kicks to Kufis. Shot clock at 6. Unloads. Sessions no good. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Boston.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Now here's Sessions. Spates kicks to Bogdanovic. Here's Sessions. That doesn't go in either for Sessions. Tie game in Brooklyn. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percent. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, Hollis Jefferson is out there with Robinson. Then there's Ramon Sessions. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Crabbe in at the 2. And here is Los Angeles now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Here's Thompson, counted from 12. Thompson's got his first points of the night.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Lopez passes to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lopez. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish. No problem for him there. You just know what the result's going to be when he steps to the line in a tight game like this.
Thompson with the bucket.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nets lead by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action.
Every dime is a flavor.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Iguodala. Pekovic is out there with Anderson Varejao. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Thompson in at the 2 guard.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Assist goes to Stephen Curry. Brooklyn timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Iguodala has been fantastic.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome to the court. Go Nets dancers!
Sessions against Curry. And Sessions kicks to Spates. It falls! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome to the court. Go Nets dancers!
The Nets making a switch here. Thompson outside.
And really, the defense on both sides, non-existent.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. Invisible, non-existent. This game has had the look really of a layup line for the most part.
Throws up the baseline, and he's able to get it back.
And even though he missed that,
how much better or easier than that.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that about wraps it up for Clark, Craig, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Klay Thompson.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage.
Wow. He was the star of the show for them on the offensive end. Over half of their points came through him. I think he was the number 1 option, the number 2 option, number 3 option, and then when the coach called timeout, he was still the option.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. And guys, for the to expect him to return to his former level, his MVP level?
Well, maybe not the MVP level, but he still can be a serviceable all-star. Meaning he might not be able to dominate for 82 games, but he could do it for 40. And then he could do it for playoff time. So I do.
It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play 1 at home. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
And that's shocking when you consider the kind of success they're coming off from a year ago.
Yeah, it really is shocking. I mean, they're a team with too much talent to be toiling in the middle of the pack. It's going to take somebody lighting a fire under these guys.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Klay Thompson. Pekovic is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Curry. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Hits the front of the rim and out. Iguodala kicks to Pekovic, and the wide-open shot from Green. Sinks the three-pointer. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Rose. Up in time. Oh, monumental buzzer beater!
What a thrilling shot for one team and a heartbreaker for the other.
Simply fantastic. Cool as they come. Even kill and flatline that one.
And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable just because this has been my decision, too.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought, and it's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates, Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp. Not much stagnation at all on offense.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Harrison Barnes is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Festus Ezeli. Then it's Thompson. And it's Curry in at the point guard.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Rubio. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Los Angeles leads by only 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. And it's a neck-and-neck game going on in Chicago. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. One of the stories here, Draymond Green getting it done today.
Just a quality performance, and you know, we do expect to see that from him, and he's always setting the bar high for himself. And sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good this guy really is.
And Greg, you know how it was as the marked man when you were playing on great teams in your past. It's hard to perform when everybody's locked in on you. To be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. And it's Gasol in at the 5. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Rose with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Outside Butler. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
On the wing, Thompson. Here's Iguodala. It's rebounded by Portis. And here's Rose. From deep three-point range. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bulls lead by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.